Question, Vernon Davis on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Vernon?
Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy?
I am hanging in there. Your memories of the Combine would be what?
The dash.
Say that again?
The 40-yard dash.
Yeah? What was your preparation for it, Vernon?
You know what? It was all a mindset. It was all based on my mindset. And, I had the will to win attitude, and, I would not be denied. And I went out, had my music on, and I was ready to go.
Yeah, back in the old RCA Dome, and you basically jumped out of the place. Did you know or have that feeling when you walked out of there that you made some cash that day, Vernon?
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it right away. I knew it. I knew that it was huge for me. So, I just kept my faith, and I relied on that, and I was optimistic.
Yeah, 4.38 40-yard dash. What was the interview process like for you, Vernon?
Well, the interview process was pretty intense. I met with a number of coaches, and they were drilling me with questions and just asking me all types of things. And it was for a young guy coming in. It was pretty. It was a lot. It was stressful. It was demanding, and I didn't really know what to expect. So I did the best I could do.
Vernon Davis joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. So, what was the strangest question you were asked?
The strangest question. I vaguely remember. I think one question. You know what? I remember North Turner asking me about the 40-yard dash. He said, "What are you going to run in the 40, Vernon?" I was like, "I'm going to run 4.3, North." He was like, "You got to be joking." I said, "Okay, we'll see. We'll see." I remember that one. That's the only question I remember. But as far as the strange question, I vaguely remember.
Yeah, well, you called your shot, certainly, at the Combine. Your current employers, the 49ers, the current state of the 49ers, what was the locker room sentiment when Jim Harbaugh left, Vernon?
You know what? When Jim left, it was surprising. A lot of guys were astonished by the simple fact that the organization would let Jim Harbaugh go. But, it's a business, and we understand that. So, whenever there's change, there's always something good in it. And I believe that this year is going to be really an amazing year for us. And, Jim Harbaugh, I wish him well. And, he's had a good tenure in San Francisco. And, without him, we wouldn't have been able to do some of the things that we were able to do. But life goes on, and, we just got to hope for the best.
What will you miss about him most, Vernon?
His enthusiasm, his energy. I mean, he had energy and enthusiasm unknown to mankind. And he would come in and say that. He said, "We got to approach this day, man, with enthusiasm unknown to mankind." Like, what in the world are you talking about, Jim? And you just see it in him. He's just dynamite, man. He was just a great spirit and a great coach with a lot of energy.
So what can you tell the fan base about the new Jim in town?
Jim Tomsula, he has a good heart. He's a hard worker. He's a teacher. He's a player's coach, and anyone that meets Jim will fall in love with him because he's just that kind of a guy that you want to be around and that you want to play for.
Do you sense, though, that you need to have a quick start for all the 49er fans that loved the other Jim that's departed, that are wondering if the right move was made to the new Jim, Vernon?
You know what? At the end of the day, we just got to play together as a team, and I think if we do that, we'll get off to a quick start. We just have to take it one day at a time, one game at a time. And
gotcha.
All the results will fall in place, and hopefully for the better.
Okay, so speaking of a quick start, how do I get one when I run my 40, Vernon? Help me out here.
You know what, Rich? You just got to put your hand down, and you might want to start by doing some squats first, Rich.
Oh, I'm already doing that, Vernon. Come on. You just take one look at your television set, I know I'm sitting all the time. That's the problem, I'm sitting all the time, and I run my 40 after sitting with Mayock for 8 hours on a live broadcast. But I'm ready. I've cut weight. I'm focused. My question is how do I get out of the blocks fast? That's what Dion says. I lose at least a half a second. My start. It's killing me.
You have to you got to keep your head down. You got to get a nice little lean when you're in the blocks.
Okay, right.
Get a nice lean. Keep your head over over your hands and put as much weight as you possibly can until you just can't bear it. And as soon as the whistle goes or you get that start, that signal, take off. You have to press. You have to really press with your legs and drive that arm, the arm that's up in the air, cocked up in the air.
Yep.
Drive it as hard as you possibly can and stay low for about maybe like 20 yards.
20 yards. And you put, I see, we're looking at the video of you doing it right now for the radio audience. You have your left arm up.
Yeah.
So you're a left arm guy, and I should do that too. Left arm up, left foot forward, and out the gate.
Yes, out the gate.
Okay, Vernon. I appreciate this. This is perhaps the most, Snoop also told me to wear a bow tie and button my jacket up. So I might have to do that this year,
Don't listen to Snoop.
No, don't listen to Snoop.
Don't listen to Snoop.
Vernon, thanks.
Rich.
Thanks for calling in. You bet. That's Vernon Davis, at Vernon Davis 85.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.